days has been for the purpose of bringing us to just this moment. All of the inspiring speakers, all the presentations, even this beautiful venue, everything has been to provide us the opportunity to stop and be reminded. Have you had any of those moments these past 2 days? Moments where you said, oh, I feel that way too. Oh, that's important to me. Oh, I want that as well. Has any particular woman's story or wisdom touched you deeply? If so, pay attention, because that's very important information for your life. Now we want to deepen this fabulous experience that we've shared together. Now we want to give voice to our wisdom, to our stories, and maybe even get a glimpse of a vision for your own life. Not the life that your mother or father might have wanted for you, or the life that you get from a series of defaults, divorces, or bad choices, but the life that is uniquely yours, the life that is embedded in your creative, spiritual DNA, your most possible and your most powerful life. No matter what title or what role you take on in life, and from wherever your external power does or does not come from, the real source of your power is personal. It comes from within. It comes from knowing your true nature, your unique gifts and talents. It comes from knowing what you most deeply desire. And these are the desires that I believe that are planted on our hearts long ago. Orion Mountain Dreamer asked, I want to know what you ache for, and I want to know if you will dare to dream of meeting your heart's longings. And that's what I want to know, too. My job today is to ask you the powerful questions of your life. And while there are many, many, many important questions in a lifetime, I think it boils down to what I call the 3 most powerful questions. The first one is, who are you? But not just who are you, but who are you really? Beneath the roles we play, beneath all of the masks that we wear, what are your core values? What is the essence of who you are? The second question is, what do you really want? And this is not the surface level wants, but this is what are you really seeking in this life? And the third question is, knowing this, how then shall I live? I love that third question. It's actually the title of a Wayne Mueller book. Knowing who I am, knowing what I really want, how shall I live my life? Ask yourself, is the life you're living a representation of what you say is important to you? If I were to take a list of all the things that you say are important, and then make a list of all the things that you say and do all day long, would they be in alignment? That just may be the most powerful question of all. So, how could you do? If I ask you these questions, how do you think you'd do? If I stopped you right now and asked you point blank, who are you? Where are you going and why? Could you answer on the spot, just like that? Maybe, maybe not. And not being able to answer those questions are why we wake up someday and we say, how the hell did I end up here? And I know that question intimately well, because it's that question that prompted me to write the book that you have in your gift bag. And I want to take just a moment to acknowledge a very special person, and that's Elizabeth Satterfield of Elizabeth Satterfield Designs in Pawleys Island. Stand up, Elizabeth, just for a second. Because Elizabeth is the woman who gifted each of you with a copy of that book. Okay, so what happens when I ask you, who are you? For a lot of us, that's an uncomfortable question because what we heard growing up usually, or what a lot of us heard growing up was, just who do you think you are? And it was not meant to be nice. Marianne Williamson says our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. You know, we ask ourselves, well, who am I to be brilliant, talented, and powerful? Marianne says, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve this world. So let's not be scared or intimidated by these questions today, because here's my one big promise to you. When you take the time to dive down deeper into the essence of who you are, past the insecurities, past the conditioning, past other people's voices, judgments, and expectations, trust me, I promise you, what you will find, or I should say, what you will rediscover, is that who you really are is good. As a matter of fact, you may find that who you really are is brilliant, talented, gorgeous, and powerful. So what are your words? It's critically important to know. They are the fuel for your life. And without going into the psychology of how our thoughts affect our behavior, I'll just say it simply. If you thought you were smart, you would act smart. If you thought you were talented, you would act talented. And if you thought you were powerful, you would act powerful. So tell me, just who do you think you are? You ready to do our first exercise? All right, there should be